we are back with the second part of my video of our comprehension comparison between Skull Extra Rich Mint and Copenhagen Mint. So, as you can see, first part of the video here, cracked that, threw one in, fucking hate myself for it, and now we're gonna try and get ourselves into this freaking Copenhagen can, if I can freaking use my fingernails like a human. And I can. God, it just pisses me off. I want to fucking crack it with my fingers, but I can't. Okay? There we go. Some of this infamous Copenhagen Mint. Copenhagen Mint. Anyway. So, I'll do a quick side-by-side. You can kind of see, it's a little harder to see in the light, but the skull pouches are much lighter. These ones, they look darker. These have a bit more minty smell to them. These kind of have more of a... It's a really good, I guess you could say, comparison between wintergreen and mint. But, so, the skull smells more minty than Copenhagen does, at least in my opinion. Let's go ahead and pack ourselves a lip of Copenhagen. Same spot, you get the glands and shit. And this actually marks the first time I've ever actually dipped Copenhagen at all. Never had a Copenhagen before now. Fun fact, for those who don't know, Copenhagen is actually the capital of a country in Europe. Last I checked, it was Denmark. I'm not entirely sure. Let me 100% that. Capital of Denmark. Yep. Thought so. So, we got ourselves a lip of this Copenhagen Mint. It's burning about, it's I don't want to say burning, but it's the only way I can describe it. It's burning up just about the same as the extra did. Maybe a little stronger. Yeah, it's stronger. There's a stronger minty to it. But we'll let that soak. So, I was going back to gaming. I was talking about gaming in the first half. Going to continue that discussion. And into the thing with everybody blabbing about, graphics and shit. Like, oh yeah, PlayStation has 1080p graphics, while Xbox only has 900p or whatever. Okay, bitch. You gotta remind you about what we used to have. I'm playing Resident Evil Director's Cut right now. Okay? And your Beretta is literally, when your character holds his gun, it's literally just a rectangle on top of his hand with a little different shading to try and make it look like it's got features. Okay? So, yeah, some systems, PC might have better, quality than consoles do. But it's still, all of it's still an improvement over what it used to be. So, as this goes in and finally start getting some flavor, alright, first off, what I noticed is it kicks in a lot faster than Skull. Okay, I'm already starting to get the minty taste. On the Skull, it took me about 5 minutes to even get anything, and now Copenhagen, it's only taken 2 to 3. So, it's mint all tastes the same. Doesn't matter if it's Copenhagen mint, Skull mint, Grizzly mint. Mint's mint, okay? but it all has the same general idea. Okay, but from what I'm able to tell, I mean, the Copenhagen is tasting stronger and mintier than the Skull Extra does. Uh, One of the main arguments I saw about why Copenhagen Mint just Skull Extra Mint is because of the cut and shit. Okay, and I guess that could be a determiner, but really, it's probably just Copenhagen just took the cut that they wanted, and that cut just so happens to be linked to Skull Mint. So anyway, uh, on the game. So yeah, I've had plans now for a while to acquire every Resident Evil game for every system. Right now, I have Resident Evil 0 for the GameCube, Resident Evil 2, Director's Cut, Resident Evil 3, Code Veronica, and Outbreak Files 1 and 2, and Resident Evil 4, all for the PlayStation 2. My brother bought Resident Evil 4 for the Xbox. I have Code Veronica for the Xbox. I have Resident Evil 5 for the Xbox. So, there's a game shop up in the big town up north called Altoona, and the game shop up there has Code Veronica for the old Dreamcast from the 2000s, the early 2000s. I'll plan on acquiring that when I get the money. But right now, all my money is going basically to giving my friend the other half. My friend I talked about the first half, he's coming up tomorrow. Sorry about that. He's coming up tomorrow, so I'm giving him $100 for the rest of the stuff. So I don't really have. I mean, I have $35 right now. I do have more in the bank, but we're trying to save as much money as we can. I still might might still go off and take a few bucks and go and get it. But I've always been big into gaming. I loved gaming, loved the military, loved guns. Never hunted as a young kid, but it never too much appealed to me, and my dad never would take me anyway. So, but that is the American way of life. I mean, we've always been about our hunting. We've always been about our guns. What was it? What was that? Fucking saying is hold on to our gods and our god and guns. Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, this country has been the way it has been for 200 plus years. Okay, the Constitution of the United States. It was not our original document. We had the Articles of the Confederation or some shit like that. But the Constitution has been the way it has been for a long ass time. Right? And from what I've been told, I'm not entirely sure, but I also believe it is the longest lasting document of its kind. Alright? I'm not entirely sure what that entails, but I mean, even if it wasn't, it's gotta be up there. Okay? So, I'll put it this way: by abiding by the Constitution, we've had our guns, all right. We've had our gods and guns, hunting. We've been doing all this kind of stuff, for 200 years now, and we're still going strong. Okay, yeah, the American economy's failing a little bit, and the military is still the most powerful military on earth. It is. I don't want to say becoming weaker, but it is. I mean, we have less men in the military now in the army than we did before World War II. All right, we're wasting millions and millions and billions and billions and billions of dollars into this F-35 piece of shit, when all the aircraft it's supposed to replace are better than it. Okay, so yeah, we're not as strong as we once were, but we're still by far one of the best countries out there, if not the best. And people always take offense to that as in the American ego, but it's not ego; it's a fact. Okay, no other country has the rights that we do. Okay, yeah, like some places they have freedom of speech, and some they have freedom of religion, but as a whole, we don't have all that we've had for up to this point. Don't know how well that's gonna go. I had to pause the video there because my mom was calling for me. Yeah, I still live with my mom, who fucking cares. Okay, I have no reason to move out. Not gonna get into that right now. As I was trying to say is, while other countries might have freedom of speech and freedom of expression, is their rights to guns aren't nearly as what ours are. I mean, in Britain, it's illegal to own handguns, and you have to go through this long ass process just to get a fucking shotgun. I was reading one British lady's telling us the process of going through and getting a fucking shotgun. Right now, in the United States of America, in the United States, right now, I can say I have $500. Right now, I can take that $500, go into town, go to a gun store, say I want that shotgun. He gives me a background check form. I fill it out. It goes through. I hopefully get approved. So sometimes they like to fuck with you and delay you and all that bullshit, but it goes through. Hopefully, it comes back okay. I sign off. I pay. I take my gun and I go home. But this lady was telling us about the process she was going through. There's so much bullshit. There's a man. There's apparently some kind of inspector or interviewer or some shit like that has to come to your house to see that you have the proper cabinet to store the gun in, which is insane. I stole my gun's laying against my dresser with the ammunition right above it. Okay, you have to make sure you have the proper cabinet, where you're going to shoot, when you're going to shoot, how much you're going to shoot. You can only store so much ammo. I have, above my head here, I have an entire box of some Remington high-velocity game loads. All right, I got at least 112 gauge shotgun shells up there. Okay, I know I got at least 80 20 gauges back there. I used to have some 22, but I gave that to my neighbor because my dad took the 22 from the house when he moved. And she's recounting this. I'm like, my God, I feel so sorry for this lady. She has to go through this bullshit. Okay? And here's the thing, okay? They're doing this, for, big school shootings and shit like that, okay? If someone really, really wants to go and kill a lot of people, they're going to acquire the guns whether it's legal or not, okay? If somebody comes up the idea, hey, I want to go shoot up my school, they're not going to bother to go through this long-ass fucking process to get a gun legally just so they can go and fucking probably either kill themselves or get thrown in jail for it. They're just not. Okay, they're going to find some way to find the black market, they're going to buy a gun off of it, and go do it anyway. Okay? So, that's just without gun rights. Freedom of speech, don't even get me fucking started on that. Okay? From what I understand, not a whole lot of countries have it specifically written in their founding document, the people's right to the freedom of speech is protected. Okay, from what I understand, don't count me exactly on that. Okay, it's just so sad that some of these people have to go through these long ass, pointless, useless processes to get a basic human right to a gun to defend yourself. Okay? And some people say, well, guns aren't a basic human right. No, but protection is. Okay? And in this world, when you can illegally get a gun without going through this long ass retarded process, a gun is my right. The gun is my protection. Okay? I live in a rural country. Okay? The cops are at least 10 minutes away. Okay? Now, I haven't tried it personally, because I'm not a criminal. But I can't imagine it being too hard to break into a house, either, I won't say kidnap, but like restrain the homeowner, case the house, and leave before the cops even ever come. Okay, and if you play it right, this guy's never going to be able to tell the cops exactly what this dude looks like. He never even saw the car he came in, and all this. But with a gun, somebody breaks into my house, okay, right there, I have no idea what his intentions are. Okay, I do not know if he means to do harm. And sometimes, a lot of time, they're breaking with weapons, knives, guns of their own, whatever. And at that point, I have the right to defend myself because this guy could be coming in to kill me and take all my stuff. So, being able to, having the right to have the weapons that the bad guys are going to have is just basic. And that's why I love the United States and our Constitution. Okay? And I know, some places like Germany, they always like to blab about how they're so free. In Germany, you can't own the swastika flag, okay? And I'm not saying everybody should fucking, go out and buy fucking swastika flags or whatever. But, like, that, I don't hold any Nazi views myself. Few people in the world actually even do anymore, okay? But, just because one man went fucking crazy 70, 80 years ago, okay, that doesn't mean that my right to own that flag should be any kind of limited, okay? And some guy, I saw this once on an internet article, some guy had said that there's no innocent reason for anybody to buy a Nazi flag. That's straight up bullshit, okay? There's this little thing called collecting and historical value. Okay? And I love flags. I love flags. I love symbols. That's why I love the flag in the United States. And hell, if we just go under here, he's a little dusty, haven't pulled it out in a while. But I've got an American flag down here. Okay? And that is a symbol. Okay? It stands for the country and our values. Okay? And yes, the swastika flag stands for Hitler's values. Alright? But if we take that away, we try and black it out, get rid of, everything, history will repeat itself eventually. The swastika itself is not a Nazi symbol. It's not. The swastika was around millennia before Hitler ever fucking came around. So, and, owning a flag like that, it's protected under the freedom of expression, but I would want to own a flag like that just for the historical value. Okay? A Nazi flag, a Confederate flag, the Jewish flag, the American flag, okay, they all have historical value. We shouldn't just let what a little group of people did completely, turn us away from ever owning that stuff for historical value. And that's why I would own it, is because it's part of history, and I like history. So, but I think we're going too far off into that. So, we're coming up on the 20-minute mark. I went on a bit of a rant there, sorry. Back to the dip. I've tried both of them now. Extra and Copenhagen mint, and I'm not a mint guy at all. I hate the taste of mint. I think it just burns. It tastes horrible. And I'll be honest, a mint taste is a mint taste. They both taste relatively the same, okay? But I can tell Copenhagen is different than Extra. They both taste like mint because they're mint, okay? But Copenhagen seems to... Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Dropped the battery. Sorry about that. Might cut that out. Copenhagen mint seems to start tasting minty, and I start, actually getting some dip spit a lot faster than I did with Extra. So, I put Skull as like a 5 or 6 out of mints. I would have to say Copenhagen is probably a 7, 7.5. But as just mints in general, I don't like them. Personally, I give them both a 3 or 4. Probably Skull 3 and Copenhagen 4 just because Copenhagen kind of kicks better. But, so in my personal opinion, Copenhagen Mint is not just Skull Extra Mint. Okay? It tastes different, relatively. It's still a mint, so it's still going to taste minty. But it tastes a little stronger. And it starts up a lot quicker than Extra did. So, out of the two, Copenhagen Mint is better than Skull Extra. They taste relatively the same because they're both mints, so they are basically both the same. But to answer the question, is Copenhagen Mint just Skull Extra Mint? No, it's not. It might be similar, but the only reason they're similar is they're both mints. That's it. So I'm going to end the video here because I've been ranting for way too long on shit. So I'm going to get this shit out of my lip. Oh. So that has been all from me. I hope you all enjoyed this little video. I must say, I'm not going to start dipping any mints. I only did this as a comparison video. I'll probably find someone to take the mint pouches just so I can keep the can because I like collecting cans. Same for the Skull Extra. But now that is done, I will see you all later. Remember to buy American, check your six, and pack yourself a fucking lip. And enjoy that buzz. I'll see you all in the next video.